Hola, buenos dias a todos. Hello, good morning again to everyone. This is Julio, your Spanish teacher for this Spanish language conversational course. Now we're going to discuss about nouns or los sustantivos in Spanish. You've probably heard that nouns in English are people, places, and things. Luckily, the same holds true in Spanish. Nouns are sustantivos, can be objects, feelings, and even concepts. They help you talk about the physical and imaginary world. Nouns are essentially names that identify objects. Many Spanish words have a specific ending that tells you that the word is a noun. And let's look at them. So Spanish noun endings, we have CION and ION. And remember the accent mark on O. Okay? We have canción, which means song. Transición, transition in English. Aprobación, approval. We also have idad or idad. IDAD. Unidad, which means unity. Profundidad, depth. Hermandad, brotherhood. And we have easy, which is sencillez, simplicity. Fluidez, fluidity. 10, 10. So let's read again all the nouns. Canción, transición, aprobación, unidad, profundidad, hermandad, sencillez, fluidez, 10. So nouns can occur anywhere in a sentence, but they usually appears as the subject at the beginning of the sentence or as an object at the end. These are just common nouns we have to learn. El hombre, man. El hombre. La mujer, woman. La mujer. El niño, boy. El niño. La niña, girl. La niña. La comida, food. La comida. El agua, water. El agua. El lugar, place. El lugar. Palabra or palabras for word or words. Palabra, palabras. Again, I've mentioned this earlier on the part of articles that most of the nouns has its gender, okay? And you need to really learn one by one. But luckily, we have patterns in Spanish that we can recognize if this noun is a feminine or masculine by just looking at their ending. So most of masculine nouns are usually ends with O, but not always. And feminine nouns usually ends with A, but not always. Okay? Like for example, el agua, this ends with letter A, but it is a masculine noun. Okay? So there are some nouns that doesn't follow the rule, but most of the time it always like that. Then we have some examples here. The sun shines. El sol brilla. El sol brilla. Sun means sol in Spanish. The moon is beautiful. La luna es hermosa. La luna es hermosa. Luna means moon in English. We also have I have a friend. Tengo un amigo. Tengo un amigo. So friend in Spanish is amigo. She is a student. Ella es una estudiante. Again, we don't pronounce it ella or ella, but ella. So doble ella or doble L is pronounced as Y. Okay? Ella es una estudiante. Ella es una estudiante. Now for our activities and homework, list 50 common nouns in Spanish and choose 10 from it with definition and use it in a sentence using these verbs. We have eat, come, drink, bebe, goes, va. Example, man, which is hombre in Spanish, a male person or human being. The man eats bread. El hombre come pan. El hombre come pan. Note, Spanish is can be es or está depending on usage, because in Spanish we have temporary is and permanent is. So if it's a permanent state, use es, while está for temporary. Later on we'll discuss why is has different usage in Spanish. Then record yourself speaking the sentences you have created 3 times as usual. Okay, so that's all. I hope you learned something from it. Muchas gracias. Nos vemos. Adios.